The Little League Dixie 10, 11, and 12-year-old team had a few goals to begin the summer, like, for instance, getting to the Little League World Series, right? I mean,
that's the ultimate goal.
And the road to get there, as you would expect, has been anything but routine.
But we were able to come back and beat Wiley in the championship game, and then we moved on to sectionals,
where head coach Kelly Cheek and his boys had their work cut out for them, down 7-1 in their semifinal game.
7 runs with 4 outs, and we shut them down, and we won 8-7.
In order to advance, they need one more win in the sectional championship game.
The final championship game, we won 18-0.
And the winning pitcher of that game
had a good breaking ball.
Will Cheek.
They were a pretty good team. I was doing pretty good. I was pretty surprised. I pitched pretty good. I thought they would hit the ball a lot better.
Now, baseball is a game of superstitions, and teams will ride it as long as they keep winning, which is what the Dixie Little League team has done so far.
We made a deal with the coaches. They can't shave it fully off until we are out of a tournament and we're done.
It's the thickest I've had in a long time. So they really took it serious, and they said they want us all to grow out our beards until we lose. And so it's been fun.
It's picture day for Dixie Little League. All kinds of characters, all kinds of personalities. But there's 2 guarantees with this team.
Yeah, it's fun to play the best game in the world.
And we also love to win, obviously.
Exactly. Reporting for Fox 15 Sports, Luis Barrio. That's the sound of hard work being put to the test. Thousands of kids come from across the country to participate in this Grand Slam event. For 1 week, Abilene gets to see the best of the best. Savin Chopra and Nicholas Pasoli, 2 of the top 30 16-year-olds in the entire state of Texas. Familiar friends as well as familiar foes, these 2 go back and forth. Back and forth. Back and... you get the picture. With their parents watching anxiously.
Here we go, bud. Right here.
And encouragingly.
Let's go, Sabo.
On the sidelines.
You stay emotionally strong, too, at the same time. Because, for all these kids, they work hard day in, day out.
So talented and so committed to the game, a lot of these kids will revolve their outside life around tennis.
You know, Nick is homeschooled, and a lot of these kids are homeschooled to make room for the tennis hours.
These teenagers are putting in their 10,000 hours.
Like Sabo tries to put 4 hours a day.
Up to 30 hours per week. Young Nicholas practices. Nearly a full-time job. If you get the chance, come watch the best of the best. You'll see with your own eyes the sweat and skill and emotion of these teenagers. For Fox 15 Sports, Luis Barrio. After a successful career at Abilene Christian University,
he's the only defensive player to ever have his number retired here at ACU.
Second-round draft choice by the Chicago Bears.
With no further ado, our number 1 draft pick, Danielle Manning, Abilene Christian.
No, man, it's truly an honor to be a Chicago Bear.
Start your rookie year in Super Bowl 41.
Harrison with Danielle Manning, rookie from Abilene Christian.
How do you follow up in the second half of your life? It's Thursday at Abilene Christian University. Finals are right around the corner.
Our final is on Wednesday.
We find Danielle Manning in Dr. Roper's communication theory course.
For each of the questions.
I feel like getting that degree, I'm going to finish that. And I promise myself, promise a lot of people in my family that.
Manning saw the entire field, even coming out of college. Leaving ACU the number 11 and entering the NFL number 38. Symbolic of the credits he needs to finish his undergraduate degree.
Football, we understand, doesn't last always. You know, again, I played 9 seasons, and now after that, you want to be able to, you make money, you want to be able to secure it, take care of it.
He's back, no longer pounding ball carriers. Instead, he's hitting the books.
And now I have 3 kids, and I want to let them know that, you know, it's important to get your degree. I mean, I played ball, made money. I'm set, but it's important to get that degree.
It's a change of scenery, no doubt, from his rookie year in the NFL.
He had a lot of good players on that defense. You had Brian Urlacher, Charles Tillman,
Lance Briggs, Tommy Harris, Devin Hester. That's just guys on the defense. You know?
Those are stacked.
Right.
That was crazy.
Right.
You're part of it.
Yep.
The quiet and humble kid from Corsicana, Texas, who used to personify on the football field his childhood superhero, the Incredible Hulk.
Fist, right?
The green glove that said stuff, Hulk smash and all that on them.
Is now personifying one of his biggest influences.
My daddy just finished his degree, and you know he finished and got 2 degrees, and I'm riding around now with his cap and gown. He always teased me about that, so I'm still competing, you know. So it's one of the things I definitely got to get.
For Fox 15 Sports, I'm Luis Barrio. Pick a card, any card.
It's kind of a mindless hobby.
Up to the plate comes Dan Munton.
Typically, you'll find him in like museums.
Throw him a curveball, and he'll probably counter with a homer.
My Jackie Robinson rookie card, which Jackie Robinson was the one that broke the color barrier. He was the first African-American player to play in the big leagues.
Yeah, I feel like that's the holy grail.
Yeah, it is. It's a hard one to get, yeah.
A walk-off Grand Slam baseball card collection.
Legendary cards are the Babe Ruth cards. So these are some 1920s cards. I actually have 5 of them total. 5 Babe Ruth cards. Ty Cobb, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig.
A stand-up triple. Listen to the story of when Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose, visited Abilene. Dan was his tour guide for the day.
And so Matt knew that I loved baseball, so we went out and took him out to the base, Dyess Air Force Base, and he was kind enough to sign this baseball that says, "I'm sorry, I bet on baseball, Pete Rose." And it was a black ball because, you know, he's been blackballed from the Hall of Fame.
Wherever you stand with Pete Rose, that's definitely a keepsake. This isn't your typical shoebox baseball card collection.
You know, I started collecting baseball cards when I was back in, when I actually, from the time I was 5 and on, my brothers and I started collecting. They were 10 years older than me, so their first cards were in the mid early 60s. You weren't collecting for any value. It was just for a fun time and something you did with your brothers, and your dad would buy you cards. And if we got an allowance, we'd go down and buy baseball cards at the local gas station. So that's how it all started.
Ted Williams, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays. Oh, and his collection? It's not for sale.
I don't do it for the money of it. I never have. I've just collected cards because I love doing it.
Like a baseball player reaches into his pocket for chew, Dan reaches back into history for decades-old cards.
Baseball cards, when you very first started, they were little, looked like little cigarette cards. These are what the early cards look like right here. Some of the very first baseball cards ever, and they're called tobacco cards.
Dan went to and played baseball at Hardin-Simmons, a passionate alumni. This is what you call an inside-the-park home run.
This card is from 1919. It's a Hardin-Simmons University baseball player.
How about that?
Several from the big country have made it to the big leagues.
There are some Abilenians, some people from the big country who have baseball cards. Bill Gilbreth played for the Tigers, has a baseball card. Dave Johnson, who played for the Orioles, has baseball cards.
Dan likes to tell stories through his collection. He just likes to talk baseball with friends. And after he's rounded first base, second base, and third base, it's nice to come home safe.
I've always enjoyed collecting, man. It's just one of those things. And plus, you know, after a long day at work, coming up in your baseball card room is kind of just relaxing.
For Fox 15 Sports, I'm Luis Barrio.
So he won't find that very often.
3 shots from the top of the three-point line.
Right.
Who should that guy bet on?
Well, you know, I don't play basketball too often anymore. Zach probably shoots every day. But I probably would still beat him, you know.
Oh, still.
I don't think so.
The competitive nature of a Kobe Bryant.
I woke up this morning before he did.
Binded together by the bonds of basketball.
We're very competitive. We're blood brothers.
It's 2 friends whose friendship flowed on the basketball court back in their college playing days at Hardin-Simmons University.
Oh, it was easy, you know. For me, it was just get the ball to Zach in an open spot. Let him knock him down.
A jokey nature between the two.
It was fun.
And just like brothers do, they compete in just about everything.
When we pitch washers, I probably win 80% of the time, so there's not much arguing to go on with that. On the golf course, he probably wins 80% of the time.
I'd say more like 95% of the time.
But for Zach Pickelman and Matt Brackett, they now find themselves in a peculiar position 10 years after graduating from HSU.
I wouldn't say we started our path and came back and crossed again, because we stayed in contact the last 10 years. I mean, and he was in high school, on the high school level. I was on the college level, so if he was playing kids, if he saw anybody, I mean, he would call me and tell me about kids to recruit.
It was 2015 when Zach became the head coach of the men's basketball team at McMurray University. And with Matt taking the reins of his alma mater Cowboys in 2017, the rival schools will now have best of friends go head-to-head.
I think a lot of our friends are going to try to make shirts, half McMurray, half Hardin-Simmons shirts when they come. We're probably going to have a 24-hour no contact rule.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that gym, to walk into that gym and see the crowd and get that rivalry going again.
Now, part one of that rivalry unofficially begins right here in their three-point shootout. So, ball up. Alright, we got 1-0.
1-1.
Pressure.
Oh no.
Are you going to give him a redemption shot?
No, he's not giving me a redemption shot. I'll have the next one in January.
For Fox 15 Sports, Luis Barrio. Early Wednesday morning, a normal workout for Cooper High athletes, with the exception of the frog.
Yeah! I'm not looking forward to that.
Just working out my arms and my legs and my core.
Suited for athletes of different sport, like Judith Macias, a soccer senior-to-be come this school year.
I got a text from my coach saying that we'd be here doing this workout, and I didn't really know if it would work or not.
Let's go.
No matter how tired you get, keep those arms tight.
Product developer Joel Metzger tells me Cooper High was recommended by Friday Night Football magazine to demo this total body tool.
We want these players to play as good as they do in the first quarter as they do in the fourth quarter, right?
Also, that today's training session will be featured in the August edition of Friday Night Football magazine.
And at the same time, we want to make sure that they're not getting hurt on the field. And when you focus on band resistance, it's already been proven to be injury preventative.
Some of the major professional sports leagues currently using this are the NFL and the NBA.
What's the hardest part about it?
Just pushing it.
For Fox 15 Sports, Luis Barrio.